Hello, welcome to another Raggy's video. So today we're going to be talking about Advent calendars. We're in the time of the year now to get your Advent calendars. Which are you going to get? There's a lot of breweries pumping into Advent calendars this year. Obviously the likes of Brewdog and Beavertown are, whether you like them or whether you don't. Both probably two of the cheapest out there. Polly's Brew Co, another one. Siren Craft, one of the interesting ones for me. Good range of beers from them. I like Ranger beers. I don't want to be drinking 24 blooming IPAs. No. Fuller's have got a stonking calendar. Although some of theirs are, again, you know, that some of them are replicated, which, I'm not really keen on replicated Advent calendars. I'd rather have 24 different beers. Even if some come up with a bottle with a little label on saying test release, you know, that'll do me. Thornbridge, yeah, they're back. I've already looked at their beers. Sadly, some of the big hitters, the Burton Ale, the Masham, won't be in it unless they chuck them in at last minute, which would be nice. The Union beers for me are the big beers at Thornbridge at the moment. Woodfordes Brewery have got an Advent calendar out. I've actually entered the competition to try and win one of theirs. Yeah, you can but try. I've also entered to win Brewdog and all, you know. Hey, freeze free. Buxton Brewery have got one as well. They've got a 24 Advent calendar. Lots of big beers in there, good beers. Some supermarket releases, some not. So if you've had all their supermarket beers, that's going to wipe about 5 out of the 24. But after Buxton, Abbeydale Brewery, they bought one out. 24 different beers. I tell you what, it's one of the surprise, interesting ones for me this year. Closer to home, Shiny Brewery in Derby, they've got a 24 beers. 95 quid at the moment, 105 after 9th of November. I'm going to struggle this year because I've got an MOT coming up in 2nd of December. So all my money I'm getting at the moment is going for an MOT. So I can't even buy a bloody Advent calendar until after the MOT. Once I know that I'm safe and I haven't got a, you know, wife's paying for a lot of stuff, we're both paying for a lot of stuff, and you know, it is what it is. That's life. Now, Advent calendars, I'm trying to think of other Advent calendars. I bet you I walk away from the shed thinking, I should have named that Advent calendar. I'd already done it once, I've already recorded this video, and then walked up and I'm like, oh, bloody Advent calendars. There are Advent calendars from, I suppose, the likes of Beer 52, Virgin Wines, Trembling Madness, Big Shop doing Advent calendars. And then there's them who do the 12 beers of Christmas sort of thing. The likes of Tartarus are doing that, Blue Monkey are doing that. I'm going to miss somebody's name off that I've already said in the last video. I know I am. So let me just do a quick Google beer Advent calendars and just see if I've already missed some off that I said in the last video. So here we are. Let's get me just to click off out. Beer Advent calendars. Not Bay. Idiot. Beer. Since when does beer sound like Bay? So let's just quickly Google, and that's funny because it's come up with beer kits, not actual beer Advent calendars. Hawkstone have got an Advent calendar out. I can't imagine that there's a lot of different beers there. So yeah, Beer Hunter have got one. Oh yeah, Buxton Brewery has come up right at the top there. Virgin Wines has. Black Sheep have got a one. That's interesting. Tiny Rebel, yeah. Beavertown, definitely. Very surprising that some are missing from this list. Thornbridge is at the top. Siren Craft, as I said. Love Honey. I don't know what that is. Sounds like something that's not beer. Serious Pig. Yorkshire Heart beer in a box. So yeah, I don't know if all of these are actually Advent calendars. Always somebody rings you when you're doing a video. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of the Advent calendars. Some people go to supermarkets and wrap up 24 different beers, and again, that's a cheap way of doing it, because if you get the beers on a 4 for £7.50 deal, 6 times that, 42, 45 quid. It's probably the cheapest you're going to be able to do your own Advent calendar and wrap them up and put 1 to 10 on. It's doable. The only problem with me being a beer reviewer is that I've literally reviewed most of what's in supermarkets anyway, and yeah, and I wouldn't want somebody buying me the £1 beers like Marston's Pedigree, and you know, I'm not a snob, but some beers out there I don't want to be opening on a bloody on a beer thing. So will I be doing live Advent calendar beer reviews? If I can get hold of an Advent calendar, there's a possibility. Oh, I forgot, Brewtoon is another one doing the beers at Christmas. I think there's lots of breweries doing a 12-pack beers for Christmas. Like I said, Tartarus are. I'm not sure about other breweries, but yeah. And again, you're probably paying about 50 quid for 12 anyway, or maybe slightly more, depending if there's impies in them. You know, big beers. Obviously, breweries have got to make money, but it's a good way of getting rid of 12 cans in one go. Buff, you know. So that's my little video about beer Advent calendars. Are you getting one? Which beer Advent calendar excites you the most? Be it modern traditional, be it craft beer, or a blend of the both. I kind of think blend of the both is the best one. There's lots of good Advent calendars out there. I did say Woodfordes, didn't I? Yeah. And again, it'd be interesting to see what they do, you know. But anyway, that's my video. I'm looking forward to seeing what responses we get to this. Thank you for watching. Oh, it's cold in the shed. Cheers.